Hey guys, today is the day that I'm digging my dahlia bulbs out. This is my first year to grow dahlias. I put one clump in the garden and two in pots. And I know next year I'll probably do more in pots, have them scattered throughout the garden because I saw how beautiful they were in the fall and the color they gave me. But now's the time to dig. This week's going to be freezing temperatures. And so this little clump I picked up at the end of season at TJ's. This was you can see a short clump. So this is all new to me. I'm going to take the dirt off. I'm going to go ahead while I'm down here and just cut the green stems off of it. And because I'm going to be down here today finishing cleaning off everything else. So let's go to down by the water barrel because I have the other two pots down there, and we'll dig those clumps out. And those are my Hawaii, which was beautiful, and shoot, I'll have to look at the tag of the one that was really red and gorgeous. So come on with me. This was a sweet little tiny orangish fading to red little dahlia. So we'll see if it comes back for me next year. Now, for having only 3 dahlias, it's probably a good thing because you learn. And so this one's going to be put right here for now. This is Hawaii, and I'll keep the tags because I won't know which one's which, even just this 3. I don't know how people do it when they have 300. And they tell you after you dug it out, because I've already cut the tops off, shake off all the dirt. And I'm going to be wrapping mine in newspaper when I'm done. But they say knock off all the dirt and let them dry. So we will be putting them in where I put the caladiums and let these dry out, finish knocking the dirt off, which I'll show you all that when I'm ready to wrap them and store them. And I'm keeping all of mine in a big clump. I want mine to come back just as strong as they did last year. And so I know you can divide these, but I think if I leave them like this, you'll always get big clumps and big blooms. So this is Hawaii. I'm going to stick that right now there. I don't know the name of this, but I'm going to call it TJ. Is it JT's or TJ's? TJ's. From TJ's Garden Center. That's going to be TJ's. And let's see if I can get Gideon. That's the name of this one. That was that gorgeous red one. So let's cut all this off. And see if we can get this one out of the pot. And, you know, so if we're zone 6. If we were in anything above a 7B, if we were 8 or 9, you wouldn't have to be digging these out. Now, you know, let me take this right here. Mr. Hawkins, Dell's dad, he told me he never takes his out of the ground, and he's over in Buchanan. Wow. Look at this, would you? But I'm not going to take the chance. I want mine to come back. Huh. What's going on here, people? This is interesting, isn't it? Where's my tubers? Look at that, would you? It doesn't look like the other one. I do have plastic down. Yeah. I see some tubers. Look at this, would you? It's really soil bound. It's fun learning the new stuff. That's all I can say. I'm assuming that once this dries a little more, this is really compact, that the dirt will come off even a little more. It's rained, So this is a little wet. Interesting. Anyhow, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead, take this inside, let it dry a little more, and be able to get a little more of the soil knocked off before I break off any of these tubers. At least I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this is really wet. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to inside. This is a real heavy, wet ball of tubers. So we're going to take it inside along with these other two and their little tags. Okay, that one's Hawaii. This is TJ's Come With Me. And I'll show you where I'm drying them. And on the way in, look at Reggie's chest now. This is beautiful. I don't think he showed you the whole front. I think you're getting ready to varnish it. And the sides, beautiful. I'm impressed. So we'll take this over here. We're going to set these out. Now that I took my gloves off, these are really wet. So being my first time, I don't know how long it's going to take for these to dry, but this is where they're going to dry. This is Hawaii right there. And this big guy is going right here. Gideon. When they're through drying, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap mine in newspaper. And then I'll put them in a little plastic bin. Now you can, when they're dry, wrap them in newspaper. You can use vermiculite, you can use peat moss, you can use shredded wood. But for my 3 this year, they're going to get wrapped in newspaper. Once they're dry, then you'll check on them. If you don't want them to shrivel up, if they look a little too dry, you can give them a little mist with some water. So about once every 4 to 6 weeks, if I think about it, I will check on them. So there you have it. The first digging of my first dahlia tubers, not bulbs, tubers, and they're set to dry. The caladiums are dry. They're going to get put into a little box and covered up with shredded newspaper. That will probably get done today. They've dried out for a couple weeks, looking good. So I'll give you an update on that the next time that it's time. So thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork, digging of the dahlia tubers. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.